I just realized I was muted. Nice, beautiful. I mean, it's fine, Dark King. You didn't miss anything. I just introduced you. Welcome, Dark King, to the show.
Professionalism, everyone. Professional caster here.
Look, there's a lot going on right now. Oh,
hey,
God.
mate, we can see your camera. You cannot lie anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You can see the panic in my face. You can, as everything is burning around me, mate. Oh God.
But yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to should be the first day of NA cast for DreamHack DreamHack North America Lite new season.
Exactly. Also, I just realized that I wasn't just muted to you, I was also muted to the stream, so god damn it. So yes, as I was saying, we are finally back here. This is day 2 of the DreamHack qualifiers. We were live yesterday with Taiwan, Hong Kong. I was with Yaku. What I'm a little bit disappointed about is fun fact, as we were setting up for DreamHack for the Taiwan Hong Kong qualifiers, Yaku and we were actually messing with our cams, and we were actually like dressing up and we were like setting up the background, like we were getting good positions for like the probe and the Zergling and everything. For the probe and the Zergling, Yaku as well, he was actually cleaning his room for the first time because of the cam, but we couldn't get the camera set up ready in time for it. So yeah, that was a bit unfortunate, but now we have it here for this morning.
Well, at least you do. I'm still just a formless voice over here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it doesn't matter. What matters is that, mate, we have a lot of StarCraft going on today.
Oh yeah.
And for the next like 2 months.
Yeah. It's gonna be non-stop StarCraft for a while. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I was looking at our Google Calendar earlier, and we have a full month of StarCraft, non-stop, DreamHack, Desafiantes, anything and everything StarCraft related, and we already have our first series ready for us.
Let me see. I have not been informed of this. Light, surprise me. Who are the players?
Oh, so we have one player who is a little bit old school. We have known him for the past year, over a year. He fell off this year, I would say. As I try to get Dark King in here. Oh god. Oh, nice, beautiful.
Now, this is a player that I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? Look at this. Boom, beautiful transition. We are going to be getting into fullheart versus Buster.
Yeah, mate, that's the fullheart, a player who I believe last year was very active during the Battle of the Americas weekly tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
You know, an up-and-coming player from North America. And yeah, suddenly he disappeared for 2021, but mate, he's back. And he's ready to try to qualify his way up to the close qualifier.
Yeah, it's something that it's it's one of those things where honestly he was a player that we were looking at last year as an up-and-comer, kind of like Patty Mac, kind of like Trigger, but then yeah, as you said, he kind of disappeared, but it's good to see him back.
But yeah, speaking to be back, welcome everyone to 2000 Atmospheres. It is not only a new DreamHack season, it's also a new ladder season. But we have the same maps. Spawning here, the American Serb player, fullheart. Good catch.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Blue Terran player, hailing from the land of the America. In-game, he is called Slime Master, but he is Buster. Also, I do apologize.
Wait. Wait, did you say Buster is from where?
America.
Is he? Wait, is he? Because on the ESL website, I'm seeing him as a Canadian, mate.
Oh, no, yeah, he is Canadian. You're right. Man.
Mate, you just made an enemy of Canada. You never want to do that.
Exactly. Mate, what are they gonna do, mate? They're on the other side of the world, mate. I'm fine. Oh god, but I do apologize again. We have some teething issues here. I know that the trumpets for casting tool are a little bit lower, so I have to adjust that. Same with the transitions, they aren't set up either. Again, this is a brand new setup that we're using, so yeah, we're getting through it together. Oh boy.
Punara Light VIP, everyone in the chat.
God damn it. Yeah.
But yeah, anyhow, Light, we have our first series of the day. TBC in 2000 atmospheres. So far, so standard.
Yeah. I mean, nothing crazy going on, nothing cheesy, nothing cheeky, which I mean, I guess is to be expected. To be fair, honestly, I haven't casted much of Full Heart or Buster in a long time, and that's why I'm excited about today, right? I see some old names here, and I want to see how well they can perform.
Yeah, that's a good idea to see them, especially because their next couple of opponents are not going to be easy. Janasin is waiting for the winner between these two.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's kind of why I wanted to go for this series, to be honest. Like, again, we have some older names we haven't seen in a while, and then a more like staple name like Jennison. There were some other series available to us, but this one was available first. The other one that I was looking at was Uko. Uko has kind of been another up-and-comer. I think he's played in a couple of Battle of the Americas as well, right?
Yes, I think he played a couple in the first ones, but yeah, he also kind of disappeared. Uko goes back, I think, a little while more back, because I remember seeing him like in Team Links and things like that for North America. Yeah, it is good. Like new DreamHack season, people come back, and it's good to see names that you used to see quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's good to see everyone returning. Also, there are a couple of names that I don't see, and I wanted to give a moment to ! Funara Skylar in the chat. Yo, Skylar. He was straight up the first player that I wanted to see, especially because he's been doing really well in the ladder recently, and he's not here. Shaking my head, man.
Look, sometimes life happens, mate. Maybe something important happened. We'll see later on. It's okay, mate. This is only qualifier day number 1. There's still a second qualifier in 2 days, if I recall correctly. So there's a chance that we can still see him in the future.
I would hope so. Honestly, I have to remind me to like message him later, because he's the kind of player that you need to tell that an event is going on.
Oh no!
Because it's very possible that he just doesn't know that the qualifiers are happening right now, mate. Shaking my head.
Oh no, someone get him a manager, please. Speaking of a manager, mate, those Hellions just ran it straight into a natural bait. Let's see how many runs they managed to roast. 3 so far. Nice early control by fullheart, and yeah, the only 3 drones is going to be killed by those Hellions. I will say that was a successful defense.
Yeah, only 3 drones. Like, honestly, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So Slime Master, I mean, he saw a way straight into the natural, right? The queens were out of position, but regardless, the lings were here to defend. So yeah, not the best trade, to be honest. We do see that, again, I get focusing on the game a little bit more. We did see a 1-1 opening from Slime Master. His third base is more at a standard time. It wasn't an early third or anything like that. So the Banshee is coming in, but mate, they're already spores ready.
Yeah, spores are ready. This Banshee, even though it has clock, is not going to be able to do much. 2 drones killed so far. And the other side of the map, another run by Ophidians trying to enter into their base.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't hit at the same time, but honestly, there aren't that many lings here. They're going to be cleaned up. A couple more lings are trickling in, but these Hellions are still getting a lot of value. Not drone kills, but decent amount of ling kills.
Yeah, another drone kill by those Hellions, 3 in total, so acceptable losses in my opinion for the set player. But yeah, as you say, that was a lot of links, even though it was that was a little extra Hellions that Buster made. Usually you only made 6 Hellions out of those factories. He made 8 in total. And out of here, he's going straight into Biomate. Bioplay is what we're going to see today.
Yeah, and I am a little, oh my god, I'm a little bit worried, but never mind, as the 4th base does get cancelled. That was honestly pretty close. I was worried that the 4th base was gonna go down, but thankfully it wasn't cancelled. These Banshees are still finding a lot of damage. They could even pick off a queen. Up. Ooh.
Oh no. Yeah, a little bit of misclick over there. The queen didn't go down, and instead one of the banshees did.
Yeah, a little bit too greedy there. A little bit too greedy there from the side of Buster. I almost said Slime Master. God, these players with their names, right? Just
Look, it's okay, mate. As a Terran player, you have to take risk.
God damn it.
But yeah, Buster now coming off with his third CC. He waited a few seconds longer because there was an Overlord just pooping creep over there. Finally gets to land, and he's preparing possibly the first of many drops in this series. There are some Terra players that really like to drop all over the map, and apparently Buster is going to be one of them, question mark. As I say that, he just unloads outside the base. I think he just went to clean some creep.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of the creep, that's something else that I was going to point out, which I'm a little bit surprised, is that after the Hellions were cleaned up, I thought that the Queens were going to start spreading the creep, but we just haven't really seen that from fullheart. Meanwhile, would you have a drop, and oh, it looks like it will just barely escape.
Yeah, that was nicely done. 5 drones killed. The number of drones starting to get killed in this game is starting to go a little higher that I think most players are comfortable with late.
Yeah, I mean,
we are now in the double digits.
And the thing that I'm like even more so worried about is that, again, there's barely any creep here. Like, even though there have been some moments of reprieve for fullheart, and he has so many queens, like his creep spread isn't ideal. It's just barely exceeding his main bases. So because of that, like, the follow-up push from Buster, it's gonna hit so much harder.
Yeah, definitely. He needs more creep, not only for the speed that it gives to all your units, but also because the vision, made. As a third player, you need to be very reactive to what your opponent is doing. If you don't have the vision necessary, yeah, Buster can just come in, and fullheart may not be ready.
Yeah, exactly. And again, on top of that, it's one of those things where the Hellions, they got taken out earlier. Remember, they went for the drones, so they weren't there to stop that creep. Meanwhile, here we go. Here comes the massive push coming out across the map. There is Lingbane ready, but oh my god, the tanks are not set up.
Yeah, the tanks were not siege. The splits are okay, but there was still a lot of building. I think if only fullheart had a little more buildings, this drop could have easily been deterred. That's how she's up, and now it's going to be a lot harder to defend this base.
Exactly. The tanks, they are sieged up. The third base is going to go down. Buster even scans the fourth, sees that it only just now started. He must be feeling so good right now. What, 4 Bailings? That's all there is in production.
He deters those Marines, but mate, those tanks are starting to do a lot of damage.
Yeah,
how many kills does those things have? Let's see. 14 kills, 5 kills, and 6 kills, mate. That's a lot of settling there.
That's a lot, mate. Now, Buster has a choice. He can either stick around and try and force himself into the natural base, or, remember, he's scanned. He knows about the base that's on the way. He could just reposition, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's sending his reinforcements towards that third, or fourth even.
Yeah, I don't think fullheart saw it, saw the army. I don't think he noticed, but these SCVs now, they are completely undefended. Finally some little win for fullheart, but Buster on the other side is going ham onto that base.
Yeah, the base is gonna go down. Ooh, that was a kill, not a cancel. There's no creep here at all, so the Lingbane cannot engage with this army. The Ling counterattack, honestly, did a lot of damage. Like, it was a surprising amount. He almost even got a tank, but he's still stuck on 3 bases. He needs more. Oh my god.
That was nice. It is always nice when you find on siege tanks it's just free for the picking, but on the other side, on the other side, Buster is not stopping, mate. There's only 2 tanks though. It is possible to break this.
Exactly. It was a good start for fullheart, right? Killing 3 tanks for free? That's pretty amazing, to be honest, right? That basically cut the tank count in half for Buster. Meanwhile, he's getting ready for, I imagine, a surround. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, surround is happening. Zerg are coming from everywhere, and the Marines are forced to leap up. The tanks are lost, and fullheart at least defends this now new tier base.
Oh, exactly. But
he still needs to recover though. He is down in workers. He lost 2-3 hatcheries, mate.
Well,
oh no, and more Marines are coming here.
Exactly, and they're denying this 4th. And honestly, this is how you kill a Zerg player. If they can't get a 4th up, like, it's over, mate, essentially. Like, again, he needs this 4th base desperately, and he just can't get it up and running. Meanwhile, Buster, he's the one on 4 bases.
Yeah. Marines coming to the other side, killing even more drones. There were some what's the word I'm looking for? Lurkers lurking around, but it was not enough, and more drones are even getting killed, mate.
Yeah, I mean, fullheart's done a really good job at taking up. He has Hive, you know, 3/3s on the way, lurker upgrades are on the way, but he just can't really compete with Buster's army.
Yeah, Buster has been doing a really good job of choosing his battles correctly and putting fullheart out of position. Like this, mate, the things that were not ready, the lurkers were only just walking off. Another base lost.
Yeah, and fullheart's basically like just starving at the moment, being starved out. Like
Yeah.
he just can't. He's trying desperately to get his bases up and running. Like he has a decent worker count, but he just can't mine like efficiently.
Yeah, man, it's too hard on him. Just as he's about to take another base again, look at that side of the map, and there's another bunch of Marines and army ready to strike at it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And fullheart is not ready, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna drop in the main base. It's gonna pull all the attention of fullheart here. At the same time, here comes that fortune we're talking about. Another kill on the 4th base. Even if this army gets cleaned up and it doesn't, just gets lifted up like Buster, he already achieved what he wanted, and now he's pushing in for the kill.
Yeah, he is. Fullheart is completely starved. He's down in armies by a lot. There's only a couple of settings left. But yeah, this is going to be the end, mate. The lurkers are falling. Once there are no more lurkers, there is no more game, and GG.
GG. Well played. Buster takes game 1.
Go Canada, mate.
Go Canada. Wow, I'm honestly impressed, especially because Buster, he is one of those players who I've seen in like NA Apprentice, right? Like I've seen him every now and then, but I haven't really seen him compete at like a higher level, like in something like Battle of the Americas or in these DreamHack qualifiers. To take a game with a fullheart, like that's honestly impressive.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I should be impressed by Buster or if I should be like a little worried for fullheart. Like,
yeah,
I've seen fullheart better than this, mate. He can do better, I know.
True.
And I want him to do better.
Very true, very true. Like, we saw fullheart last year, but that also comes into it, right? Like fullheart, he's a player who was inactive for a long while. Like it's been like 6 months, mate. He just hasn't been as active, and that is a shame, to be honest. Like fullheart is definitely one of the players who had a lot of potential last year. But in saying that, it's good to see him here. I don't think he's like at his best though. It doesn't seem that way, you know. Kind of, I'm getting some eggs vibes, if you will.
Yeah, welcome everyone to map number 2 in this best of 3 series, and Spawning here, the American Serb player, currently down 1 game to 0. Can he bring it back? This is fullheart.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Canadian, not the American, Terran player. He is blue, representing himself. It is Buster.
Mate, I'm very surprised that this map survived the Vito round. Like, Jagannatha is not one of the maps you wanna do TVC in. I wonder what Buster is preparing for this.
Yeah, I have to wonder as well. Oh boy. There we go. I have to wonder as well. I mean, to be honest, Jagannatha, it's not surprising to me. It's not as bad as some of these other maps. But I have to also remember, this is the best of 3. Like, they had a good amount of vetoes. I'm surprised if, like, a map like Romanticide was vetoed, or Oxide, right?
Yeah, definitely a very unorthodox move on the part of these players. So yeah, let's see if Buster has something, or maybe it's just that he likes to play on that map. You know, there's something weird people like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've been that person many times before.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see, because I've also seen like some fairly standard TVZs on a map like this, so my eyes are definitely on Buster here. It's also possible that, again, he wanted to avoid a more like straight up macro oriented game on like Romanticide and Oxide. Maybe that he's more comfortable on a map like this. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, so far standards opening by both these players. Reaper expand for Buster. Meanwhile, fullheart is doing the classic hatch pull gas into a tier base, a quick tier base. Yeah, nothing to worry about. These two players know how to play a standard opening.
Yeah. This is as you're saying, standard from both players. We'll see if Buster goes for a faster third CC this time or sticks with his 1-1-1. I guess there's no reason for him to change things up, right? Because of how well he performed in game one. Hopefully fullheart can like shake the rust off though. Like again, I think...
my god.
Oh.
Mate, fullheart is about to lose an overlord on Buster's base. I cannot believe he lost an overlord to a Marine. That's something that you rarely see these days.
Yeah. Oh god, feels bad, man. Feels bad. So yeah, not the best start from fullheart. Again, this is what I'm worried about, right? Like he's slipping up a little bit here and there. So hopefully he can pull it together here. In game number 2, losing the overlord does hurt a lot, to be honest. But yes. Let's go fast Roach Warren.
Yeah, fast Roach Warren. I mean, I'm not entirely surprised by the amount of Hellions that Buster did the previous games. That means that his tank count was a little bit delayed compared to what usually Terrans has. So a strong early rush push can do a lot of damage. Oh, and look, very, very wise by Buster. He actually is not going to make those 8 Hellions this game. He only is going to stick with the more standard 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great start, right? You know, but at the same time, honestly, I would have liked the more standard 1-1-1 opener because Banshees do so well against against Roach pressure, against Roach pushes, and he's not going to have that available to him. He doesn't even have a tech lab on a factory, so he's not going to have a tank to defend either. Like, that's a little bit worrisome.
Yeah, this may hit like a rock, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Hellions aren't going to do well. Marines can, like, as long as the Roach Ravager has a hard time getting to them, but fullheart has done a really good job at hiding this. Like, look how few drones he has. Oh my god.
Yes, only 24 workers, mate. This is completely 2 base all in. If this fails, this is basically GG for fullheart, mate. And I think Buster is going to see it. He saw it with the Medivac. He saw the bunch of Sterlings. I'm not sure if he saw the Roaches. Did he? Yeah, he did.
Only just now he sees the Roaches with the Vikings. The wall goes up, but even though the wall goes up, can he stop this? Because again, no tanks, no Banshees, only Marines, not even a bunker, mate.
Yeah, mate, not a bunker. At least there's a full wall. There's something. Oh my god, Buster just lost a Medivac.
The medevac does go down. The wall is not a wall. The SCVs are forced off the line, mate, and I don't know if he can hold this. Regardless, he's gonna sustain a lot of losses, and this is what I'm talking about. The Marines are so fragile.
Yeah, there's only Marine, no medivacs. Steam is done. That's a little plus, but mate, that's still a lot of damage.
14 SCVs going down. Now the Lings are flooding across the map, especially because that drop got dealt with. And, oh god, this could be it, mate. Again, now that there's a buffer for the Ravagers, he can just go toe-to-toe with these Marines.
Yeah, and the Marines are falling, or the SCVs are falling, and yeah, mate, 30 supply versus 63. I don't think this game is going to last very long, like.
Yeah, exactly. fullheart did a good job at hiding this from his opponents. Buster, unfortunately, didn't see the science. He didn't see the workers or the lack of workers at the natural. Ooh, even combat shields denied there in the end. And yeah, he didn't see the Roaches until the last moment.
Yes, unfortunately, it was basically a build order loss in Buster's part. And yeah, this is how we are going to go for an H match very soon.
Yeah, exactly. Not in the way that I would have liked, I'll be honest. But regardless, you know, fullheart, he is fighting back in this series. In the end, he does get forced away, but Buster has 8 workers, mate. 8 workers.
Yeah, he lost 35 workers. Look, I've seen a special comeback from only 2. If special could come back from only 2, Buster can come back from 8, okay? It's doable.
Baby.
As you said, mate, mule good unit.
Mules are, you're not wrong. Mules are pretty good. We have two CCs, so we basically have even economy.
yeah, basically. But yeah, here comes Buster with a marine drop. This drop needs to do a lot of damage, like an insane amount of damage. Otherwise, he's not gonna even have an army left when this is over.
What's important? Yo, +1 finished. These are +1 marines, mate.
Without combat shields.
Look, you don't need combat shields if you're gonna kill things. There we go. The queen gets picked off, but there's Roach Ravager to defend. Thankfully, full heart. He wasn't too greedy. He still made a couple of army units, so he is able to push away that force. Buster, again, these are the DreamHack qualifiers. This is the most important tournament when it comes to a StarCraft pro player, period. So he is still fighting his heart out here. This is not a double elimination bracket. This is single elim. He's not at threat of getting knocked out of the tournament, but he's still fighting his heart out.
Yeah, he's trying to drop here in the main base. He got caught. Nothing is going to do. He loses 1 marine as well. We're gonna make the remaining marines are coming here to the third base. He kills an overlord, but he's forced to go back.
Oh boy. He is forced all the way back. Buster, he just hasn't really found much value here. He's gotten like a couple of queens, maybe an overlord here or there, but no workers, and that is what matters. To be fair, Buster has been working on that worker count, right? Hey, 22 workers, he's almost halfway there.
Yeah, mate, 22 workers against 60.
And mules.
So, look, if fullheart leave his PC for about 5 minutes, Buster has a chance, okay?
Look, I'll be real, all right? I know that this is an event that you weren't able to cast all of, but in the Demi-Australian Open, Starduck, he was up against Ender, and he went down to 3 probes, and then he won. Like, he was down to 3 probes against like 20 drones. Oh no, 15 drones of Ender. And then he survived for another like 20 minutes with 2 Void Rays and won the game.
It's all thanks to the skills of Starduck playing Kerrigan control, mate.
Oh god. Kerrigan survival OP, mate. Yeah.
That thing.
Oh god.
No, maybe Buster is also a fan of that arcade mode.
It's possible. Oh god, I mean, combat shields, it's finishing up, right? He's gonna have some more upgrades. Now he's actually reached the halfway point, 31 workers to 61 drones, not bad. And if he really gets desperate, he could even like lift up his main and take a third.
Funara Kuro in the chat, I'm glad Darkin is saying that mules are pretty good. Mate. We needed something. We needed something no matter how small it is. Okay?
Oh god.
Do you think I will trade mules for Chronobus all day?
Oh god. Okay, a couple of roaches go down for free as well. What's scary is that of course full heart, he's getting close to maxed out, right? It's not the most impressive army. It is Roach Ravager, right? It is inflated when it comes to army supply, but I mean, numbers are numbers at the end of the day,
Yes, Buster may be able to defend that. The problem that I have currently with Buster is that in all these minutes that he has to like recover, he still hasn't made a 3CC, mate. So yeah, he's still on 2 bases. This is what worried me. If he made the CC and he holds here, maybe I can see a chance, but mate, you're still on 2 bases. I'm worried.
I agree. Regardless, holding here will still be difficult. He has a really nice defensive position. If he tries to take a third base now, he could be spread thin, but there's no reason not to throw down a third like in your main base or something like that, right? And get ready for that transition in the end. Meanwhile, Full Heart is also kind of taking his time. I kind of like that he's not trying to force himself into the natural. He is taking up, right? Hive is on the way, Infestation Pit is done, Spire is on the way as well, so he is continuing to tech up. But this also means that he's giving Buster a lot of time.
Yeah, to be honest, like, I disagree with you. You say that you like that he is not just throwing himself at the Terran army. I think he should throw himself at the Terran army. Because the difference between these 2 players at the moment is the economy. Fullheart can completely recover his army Buster is in a lot more problems, and speaking of problems, mate, the Marines managed to enter the third base and it's killing a lot of drones.
Terran OP made 15 drones go down just like that. The economy essentially has been equalized. I say equalized, honestly, it's a little bit better for Buster right now because of those mules. Full heart, please.
Yeah, that was a little big of mistake by Full Heart losing so many workers. He went down now to 58. On the plus side, mate, the militaries are about to pop out and he is now maxed out. Sure. If he's going to attack, it should be now.
And what's scary is that Buster's not ready for them. There we go. He's floating over his main. He is finally taking that third CC that we wanted, quote unquote third CC. He's pushing out across the map. I don't know if this is the wisest choice. He's going to run into the Roach Ravager. Oh god, the move command!
The mutants finally are revealed. One tank has been sniped off. Buster cannot look these tanks. These tanks are basically irreplaceable, mate.
Yeah, exactly. He cannot. And right now he's wasting so much time trying to chase these mutas. That gives Full Heart more time to macro up and rebuild what he's lost. He's going for a Roach Ravager counterattack. And the problem is Buster just doesn't have the numbers to defend and attack at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. He cannot. The roaches that are starting going into his main base are entering now. Oh my god, Full Heart, no!
All the mutas get dealt with, so sure the roaches do get into the natural base, but now the Marines and the Marauders can go back home to defend. But the tanks!
Yeah, the tanks are sniped off pretty easily. That should be basically the last tank of Busters, and now, mate, this is again the end. Like for the second time in this matchup, this series.
It is. It's the second time in this one game. There we go. GG. Well played. Full Heart ties up the series 1-1.
Oof, thank God Full Heart won. Can you imagine if you had lost that? Like, mate, please do not be a fan of baseball.
Oh god, that would have been an insane throw. But yeah, it could have happened. It definitely could have happened. I was a little bit worried for Full Heart towards the end there. Oh boy, but we're tied up. We are 1-1. We are going to that ace match, and I'm torn, right? I want to see Full Heart make it through just because, you know.
Mate, you're not torn. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me, mate. I know you're going to cheer for the third player.
Oh my god, excuse me, mate, excuse me. It's not always about race. It's not always. If he was more active in something like Battle of the Americas, I would lean more towards his side, I'll be honest. But we've seen Full Heart like grow as a player, and oh boy, I would like to see him move on here. But Buster's looking pretty good.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Trigger, who's in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah, hello Trigger, the famous Protoss Canadian player, who I believe he's currently seated in the close qualifiers. Yes? Is he in the main DreamHack?
Yes, Trigger is seeded into the main event. As I quickly check, yes, not just the close qual. He's in the main event straight up in the group stage.
We're starting to see him in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yes.
But yeah, perfect. Meanwhile, coming here to game number 3 Elite, the final map in this our first series of the day in Lightshade LE, and spawning here, the American Ser player who managed to tie the series 1-1. This is Full Heart.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have the Canadian Terran. He is blue, representing himself. Some know him as Slime Master, but he is Buster. Oh. And remind me, Darking, after this game, I need to change the in-game UI.
What UI do you have at the moment?
I'm using GameHeart at the moment, and for DreamHack events, we do use the Pro 2020 UI instead.
Oh no, like you're gonna get fired.
So I will.
You're gonna get fired. What are you going to do with all this free time?
I could have cost more StarCraft, mate. What are you on about? What? Oh god, I'll find a way, mate. I'll find a way. Meanwhile, we are slowly getting into this, and I'm a little bit surprised, but yeah, Buster, mate, he's not going for a proxy.
Yes, nothing surprising so far. Standard plays by both of these players. I think Buster should feel confident, if only, you know, he needs to maybe build a bunker, you know, in your entrance or something like that, so that the same thing that happened in the previous game does not happen again.
Yeah, I would say just scouting information, right? Like, his Reaper, if you recall, it died essentially at the Reaper Cliff. It couldn't get into the main base, and because that, he didn't get the scouting information he needed. He didn't know that he needed a bunker at his natural, right? So it just kind of in the dark for a lot of that game, unfortunately. So hopefully he can tighten up a little bit here, especially on a map like Lightshade. Like, Roach all-ins are quite common on this map as well.
Yes, as a Terran player, I can tell you, they're not pleasant, mate.
Oh god, yeah, exactly.
They're not pleasant, even when you are ready.
Yeah, depending on how early the Roach Warren is, you need to respond in a different way. Sometimes you just give up your natural, holding your main, you know, you have to decide whether you want Banshees, Cyclones, tanks, something, anything. Bunkers as well. But for now, we see that so far everything is pretty standard. Full heart, he didn't skip link speed or anything like that. He's still getting his third up and running. Oh, nice snipe on a creep tumor.
Oh yeah, that was a keep tumor kill. Nice one with the Reaper grenade. Reaper still alive. He needs to keep it alive. He needs to scout later on what Full Heart is going to do. Is he going to full rushes? Is he going for a quick layer, something like that? So yeah, Buster, please do not lose that Reaper.
Exactly, it's so important, and I do like this as well. He's going for a very different opening compared to game number 2. He is going for a 1-1-1. It does look like he wants to go Banshees again, and this is just, again, very safe opening, right? Especially against Roaches, and oh, look at that, it is going to be Roaches.
Yes, Roach Warren for Full Heart, and again, mate, his number of drones in the main base is kind of low.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. The Reaper comes in and he only sees the mineral line here in the main, which isn't a tell. He needs to scout the natural. There's barely any drones here, and of course this is where the Roach one is. The Reaper gets sniped. Oh
yeah, the Reaper goes down. The Hellions are going in. Maybe they will be able to scout the Roach Warren. No, they get torted.
Oh, he's
they
going
get torted, question mark. Yeah, he goes in, he sees there are no drones there, so he should be suspecting something right at this moment.
Exactly, just quickly
and there we go,
his vision.
A bunker.
Yes.
A bunker immediately goes up.
Yes, if you look at his vision, he did see the Roach Warren, so he knows 100% that the Roaches are on the way. He is responding. I'm a little bit worried. There we go. He actually got a Liberator first, not a Banshee, but the Banshee is on the way.
Yeah, he loses the Hellions, but he saw what he needed to see. Mm-hmm. And I think he will be ready. Double bunker, Marauders are on the way, there's a Banshee on the way, there's a little plus that is the Liberator. I will personally have like fly it out of the map, but sure, that works as well.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit concerned for Buster. The Banshee, it's still not on the way. If he had gone for a Banshee first, he would already have it by now. This Liberator, yeah, it's just going to be piled down. Ooh, the Hellions are not behind the wall, and the wall is down.
Oh god, I cannot believe it. They managed to get in.
Oh,
will they be able to kill the bunker?
Oh my god.
Yes, the bunker goes down.
The bunker goes down.
No.
The Banshee comes out. Where is the Banshee? No, it was rallied across the map. It's finally turning around.
The second bunker will fall as well. No, what a disaster for our Terran player here.
Exactly, the wall is going to go down. The Ravagers get into the main base. What do we see behind this? Interesting. At Full Heart, he had the option to link flood behind this, but he's actually droning up. Oh no, never mind. He's link flooding.
Yeah, with these Banshees, eventually these Ravagers are going to be able to be dealt with, but mate, these Zerglings are coming. The door is still open, mate. He didn't close the door, and That desertly should be your GG.
Yeah, it's gonna take too long for this Banshee to clean everything up. It's so unfortunate because Buster, he finally saw the opening here. He saw that it was gonna be the same all-in, but the wall was down, right? And they, like, the Ravagers didn't have to waste any of their shots on that wall. Instead, it was all on the bunker. He got a Liberator first as well because he wanted to harass. And mate, this is the end for Buster for today, mate.
Okay, mate, it's okay. He survived with 10 SCVs instead of 8 like last game. Okay. And he has a third CC. He'll be fine.
He has a third. He has that's pretty big. Oh, yo, there's no spore. There's no spores.
Yeah, there is no spores. There's a lot of queens.
True.
Do these Banshees have cloak? I didn't check.
They don't have cloak.
They don't. Okay, yeah. So they should not be able to do like enormous amount of damage. He has to lose one. No. Oh god.
Oh god, that was so close. He actually started cloak and then he cancelled it. So yeah, unfortunately he doesn't have the Banshees to deal too much damage. Spores do finally finish up in the main and the third base. Banshees get pushed away. And we've been here before. We were here on Jagannatha. What I will say is that because there's a third orbital, mate, that's 3 mules, that's 3 SCV production, he can get back into this faster. But unlike last time, he doesn't have. Yeah.
He's still back. The only good thing that I will say he has for him beside the 3CCs is that Steam finish. Buster did not take the time to kill the reactor on the barracks. If that Steam didn't finish, I will say that is straight GG, because otherwise we would have been too long before before fullheart Warheart just killed him.
Yeah. Like, I do think there's like an opportunity here for Buster, right? Like, he has 1-1 on the way. You know, like, he can hit a timing. He can try to hit a timing, right? With Stim and 1-1 with his bio army. We'll see how much army he can get in time, and maybe he can go for those drops again. Meanwhile, fullheart, he is taking up hard. Oh my god.
Yes, I like it by fullheart. He has the time. Why not just as we say in Spanish, aprovecha. Aprovecha that he has all the time in the world, because you know the Terran is going to do anything for the next like 10 minutes. Oh my god, he uses the Banshee. Now definitely the Terran cannot do anything during the next 10 minutes. Those Banshees were his only source of damage that he could do at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Aye. It's a shame that the Banshees did get taken out, but now because Buster had that third CC, he is getting his third a lot faster here. And as you were saying, because fullheart is taking advantage of the downtime to tech up, the same could be said for Buster. He's taking advantage of the time that he is given to expand further and maybe get a third up and running. I say maybe because fullheart did scout it, he's gonna try and deny this.
Yes, there are no tanks, only Marines, mate. Only Marines, which they have steel and +1 and everything, but they're still Marines. It is very hard against a Roach. And oh my god, is he going to lose the CC? Oh my god, he's going to lose the CC.
Aye, gets biled out of the sky, mate, and that's... Look, if Buster wasn't dead before, I think now he's dead, mate. Now that's...
I cannot see anymore.
Yeah.
There is only so many times that my heart can break.
Oh my god, feels bad, man. I mean, the drop is coming across the map. 1-1 is done, so he has his upgrades, but he doesn't have a base to fall back on. He's actually rebuilding that third CC, by the way. Oh my god.
Yes, that's a desperation move at this point, but he has to, right? He has to. The only other thing that he could do is to basically take all the boys and just go with it to this side of the map, but... At least these Marines are going to do some damage, like 3 workers kill. Unfortunately, there were not many drones on that base. Otherwise, it would have been like a free cake for Buster. But yeah, mate, this is hard for the Terran player.
I mean, even a couple of these Hydras are going to go down for free. Like, this is a very good trade for these Marines. Unfortunately, the medevacs got picked off. There was a random SCV here as well.
Look, Mick. He had dreams. He had dreams, okay? No one can tell him no.
Hey, fullheart's telling him no, mate. He's... Oh god, here we go. Fullheart is pushing out across the map. Hydra Den is done. Vipers are out. Is the Lurker Den complete? He doesn't have a Lurker Den, which is interesting. But again, Roach Ravager, Hydra, Viper, why not? Sure, let's go. What is it to defend?
2 tanks and a bunch of Marines, basically. 2-2 is just finish up for the third player, so exactly the timing he needed to attack.
And here comes Fullheart, pushing up the ramp. Oh, he's gonna catch a tank for free here. Does get yoinked, and he's out of range of the other two. And even if he does push into range, mate, Blinding Clouds.
Yes, Blinding Clouds over the tank, they're not going to do anything, and yeah, GG. And Fullheart mate advances to the next round.
GG, well played, Fullheart, going for that Roach all-in, 2 games in a row. And Buster this time, he did see it, he was preparing for it, but yeah, was a little bit unfortunate there with the wall not being a wall. Yeah,
I mean, it was a wall, but just like many Protoss players that we have seen in the past, like, mate, close the door, please, close the door.
Yeah. But GG, well played. Fullhearts will move on in the bracket to face another opponent. I believe he is set up, yes, to face another Canadian in Jennison.